Welcome back, everyone. This is part two of a three-part replay between Happy and Infi here on Echo Isle. Happy has been really doing a good job keeping his units alive, even though they're all in the low hit point range. Archmage now sitting level 3, almost level 4, wants to push in onto the main base, and we have a Lich now coming out from Happy. So Happy does have a Lich with an Orb of Corruption. So we're going to see if these units get trapped right here. Yes, units are going to get trapped, trying to focus down that Troll Shadow Priest. Down goes the Troll Shadow Priest really, really quickly. Now over here to the north, we do have the Lich. Where'd the Lich go? The Lich is now coming back in, trying to focus on this one Troll Berserker. Troll Berserker -4 armor, and now we have level 3 Death Knight right now. So level 2 Coil in play, level 2 Naga Sea Witch, level 1 Lich. I do not see still at keep, so we are still upgrading the keep. So Infi unable to get any secondary heroes right now. Does have a Moana mana stealing, so that could be very, very beneficial to the Archmage if he's able to perhaps deny a Death Coil. But now we do have a Cold Arrow being casted on that low hit point footman, and Death Knight should probably try to get in front of that footman in order to prevent some pathing. But we do have Cold Arrow being hitting that footman, so that footman should fall relatively quickly, as one more shot should do it. It should start walking a little bit faster now, and it should fall down. No, Naga Sea Witch unable to take it down. Naga Sea Witch perhaps doesn't see it. Oh, that low hit point footman's going to be able to escape. Meanwhile, we have a water elemental pretty much just firing water at a Black Citadel for no apparent reason. Archmage now coming back in, perhaps trying to do some additional harassing. No, just summon the water elemental. Kind of question Infi's tactics here. Footmen are now coming back to the north as the Naga Sea Witch and the Death Knight and the Lich are now currently creeping. Let's see if this is really going to even pay off, trying to take down this Tome of Relics. And Ghoul's now trying to come in, take down this water elemental. We do have a couple towers in the back. No, well, only one tower. The other tower was cancelled, so only one Nerubian or one Frost tower, or one Nerubian tower. No Spear towers in the back of the base right now, and the Tome of Relics looks like it will fall. Statues now trying to come in. Statues, I think, needed for the destroyers. Acolytes now trying to come in to repair, and trying to do a lot of repairing on that Tome of Relics. Now trying to run to the back as well to try to make sure that none of those acolytes fall. And currently not mining any gold right now. Nerubian Tower doing some damage. I mean, now we have a Meat Wagon in the mix, so Meat Wagon being used to try to counter off so many towers. And the main base is now coming in. We do have a Staff of Teleportation, but no Scroll of Town Portal, so all these footmen are going to fall. Not quite sure what he's thinking here, as 1, 2 footmen, 3 footmen fall, and a water elemental is going to feed just additional experience right now. And yeah, what is he thinking? We do have a Meat Wagon now trying to come in, trying to do some damage on that one farm. Should have waited for one additional hit. Arcane Sanctum being researched. We do have a Mountain King in play and Archmage in play right now. But wow, not using a Scroll of Town Portal and losing 4 footmen, or 3 footmen, and feeding some experience on a water elemental. I think the gold would have been worth it. Not quite sure. Perhaps he's trying to stay within low upkeep. Yeah, perhaps he's going to switch his tech just a little bit. So we're now moving to casters and castle. So we do have Spellbreakers in the mix, and Arcane Sight being researched, and we have one Meat Wagon in play, another one on the way. So Meat Wagons are going to be coming in, trying to do some damage right now, and we'll see if Infi will be able to hold on to this. Those towers are not upgraded. Lich now at level 2, so Lich able to do trying to take down this Arcane Sanctum, and nice Fork Lightning coming in to really reduce, lower the hit points on all those peasants now, and those Meat Wagons are going to be able to take down that Arcane Sanctum without really too much of an issue. But there is a lot of towers. I count 6 towers in the front of the base, and they originally had 7 towers in the base right now. Spellbreaker's now trying to push in, but really not going to be able to do any damage as well. I'm just trying to rain damage on those units. Low hit point Fiend gets Death Coiled. Over here, back at the other side, we do have Water Elementals, Mountain Kings, and Footmen trying to break in over here and try to take down some of these Acolytes. We have a Scroll of Town Portal trying to come back, and now we have a Scroll of Town Portal. No, Staff of Teleportation. No, Scroll of Town Portal. What was that? The Scroll of Town Portal coming into the south. So Infi now coming into the south, and we have a lot of towers coming in from Infi. Perhaps this is Infi's weakest matchup, as he's producing a lot of towers, and he's really afraid of destroyers, perhaps, coming in from Happy. But Happy still does not have an economic advantage at all. Infi's sitting at 51/60 food. He should either kill a peasant and to try to get out of low upkeep, as it's not really worth it to ever be in the 51 food range. Try to producing and now trying to repair some of those towers, not upgrading currently, and we have the Death Knight now getting hit down by a water elemental. Now Happy's in it for some more and wants to do some additional damage. Now going to come in with some more meat wagons and perhaps just launch some, I don't know, some body carcasses. I think that's what those things are. Now we have 3 meat wagons in the mix. Archmage now trying to come in with some Mountain King and some Spellbreakers. No base to the south, so he's not spread as thin. Happy able to just stick to one location. Now trying to do some damage to those units. Happy's and Fiend gonna go down. No, is saved by a Death Coil. And now we have a Frost Nova taking down some additional units. And now Peasants going down as well, and more Peasants going down as well. That one guard tower just trying to hold the whole entire base together. Happy now sitting at level 3. Meanwhile, back over here we have Archmage and Infi trying to do, I guess, a base swap at this point. So just Infi is just pretty much neglecting his main base and trying to get to the base over here, knowing that he has an expansion to the south in order to really just prevent any damage. Scroll of Town Portal coming back across, and now it's just another base, just trying to burn Scrolls of Town Portal, but Infi is able to use more Scroll of Town Portals as he does have an expansion, and Happy does not. So Death Knight now once again moving back out, does have a Scroll of Healing, does have 3 meat wagons, a couple 3 fiends, 2 statues, and wow, this is just a pretty interesting game so far. Just a lot of Scrolls of Town Portal, no players really trying to face each other, and no players really thinking that they can get ahead in a head-to-head confrontation right now. Archmage now does not have a Scroll of Town Portal, needs to purchase another one. Mountain King does not have a Scroll of Town Portal, only a Boot to Speed, so we'll see how this is going to go ahead and play out. Now Fiend's now trying to come back in. We have a Tri-Hero Paladin now once out, so the Paladin is going to be doing a good amount of damage to those units to try to do some nuking. You know, we have a Scroll of Town Portal being purchased. No, we have a Staff of Teleportation coming in, and now coming over to the south, and now rejoining with the rest of the army. Now summoning out a Water Elemental, and the Water Elemental is going to go ahead and head off to the front. Happy needs some A-bombs in order to counter so many Spellbreakers right now. Not much he can really do. Those statues are going to really fall relatively quickly. Death Coil and on the Paladin, or the Mountain King. Mountain King now trying to run away a little bit, but so much feedback damage. You can hear it on all those units. The Breakers going, statues going down, Breakers doing a lot of damage. Bolt on the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch trying to run away right now, getting feedbacked a lot of damage, and now forced to run out of there, running at 81 hit points. Death Coil on the Lich. Lich is now able to escape, and we have more damage going back left and right. Meat Wagon's just trying to do some additional damage. Statues trying to run away from the Spellbreakers, but back and forth damage coming in. Paladin now trying to come in, trying to do some additional damage. Bolt on the Death Knight, but Death Knight now gets surrounded, and now trying to get out of here. Should be able to get out of there. Ooh, Fork Lightning on the Paladin. Paladin goes down. Naga Sea Witch low on hit points, down to 28. Was not able to use the scroll, the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. We do have an A-bomb now in play, so the Abomination will be used to take down those destroyers, but he really needed those much earlier. Now we do have a low hit point Mountain King currently just sitting there from that Staff of Teleportation, so Staff of Sanctuary, so the Mountain King should go down unless a Paladin's able to come up north and save him, and that Mountain King's gonna fall. Level 3 on the Lich now, so nice play coming in. We do have the Death Knight now trying to do some additional damage as well. We have the statues currently regenerating, I believe, hit points and mana. Oh, he's doing the double click trick off of that statue, and trying to regenerate as quickly as he can. Now trying to take down that castle. The main army now sitting to the south is going to go ahead and come to the north. Paladin has been resurrected. Mountain King on the way, and Abomination now trying to get into the front. Death Knight overcommits and is now going to be surrounded. And oh, that's horrible for the Death Knight. And the Death Knight is forced to go ahead and do a Scroll of Town Portal. He overcommitted, trying to take down one Troll Berserker. Stay tuned for part 3 and the conclusion of this replay between Happy and Infi.